Hi everyone, welcome to this introduction video about this deep dive series for vector and vector databases. I'm going to quickly walk through and give you a little intro of what to do, what to watch, what are the different sections, just quickly so that way you understand what these different sections that I've put together for you. All right, so once you come in here in the deep dive series, obviously you're going to start here, and this is going to be the first video that you're watching right now. The next step is introduction to vector databases. This is a really good introduction where I go over and give you all of the details you need in order to understand the basics of what vectors are, what vector databases are, and I also give you this resource link to Weaviate, which is this is an incredible detail guide that they have put together for vector databases. It's a bit more technical, but anyways, I go over the important aspects of this video. So just watch this video, you'll be good to go. And I would highly suggest watching everything in order because I've put together this order for a reason. So regardless of your background, whether you have whether you're completely new to vector databases or you have some experience, it's really good for you to watch this in order that I've put here to make sure you understand and get the most benefit out of it. All right, so once you're done with that, once you go through the introduction and understand vector databases, terminologies, how everything works, next, go ahead and watch this vector live demo that I did. So this is by Quadrant Vector Store. It's incredible. It really solidifies and makes you understand how vector search or semantic search and vector databases work and how they're different compared to a normal traditional search. So make sure you watch that because this is a really good live demo that Quadrant provided. So shout out to Quadrant Vector Database. And then afterwards, go ahead and take a look at this quick example that I walked through about this photo recommendation. This will give you a bit more details on how a vector database, and again, same thing, I add the link to this n8n AI that I've created for you guys. So if you don't have n8n, sign up for a free account. It's a really great product, but this will give you kind of nice little visual and then also a write-up on how everything works when it comes to vectors and vector databases. And then afterwards, so jump in and watch look through the vector database options. There's obviously several databases, vector databases, but I cover the three most important ones, which are Pinecone, Supabase, and then also Quadrant Vector Database. So this is like a nice little detail overview of the key features, the use cases, best practices. So once you're done with this, go ahead and watch this section right here because this is where I go in detail and explain exactly the different options that are available when it comes to the Supabase, Pinecone, and Quadrant Vector Database. I give you an overall detail of which one to use for what purpose. So this is a really good overview of that as well. And then afterwards, so I created this tutorial right here for vector databases, specifically with Supabase. This is a good introduction on how to put everything together, the different terminologies that are used inside the n8n parameters, and also Supabase, how to set up the Supabase credential, which is a little bit tricky. So you want to make sure you watch this step by step. And then afterwards, I also, since I've already done step-by-step tutorial for Pinecone Vector Database and Quadrant Vector Database, make sure you watch that afterwards, and this will completely solidify and gets you a really great head start on how vector databases work and how you can utilize the different options that are available. The Quadrant Vector Database, just a quick note on this, I'm using this entire AI starter kit that n8n has put together. So make sure you watch this because this will give you a really good understanding of how to use all of these open source platforms and tools that are out there in order to completely self-host everything, including obviously the Quadrant Vector Database, which is a open source platform. All right, so that's kind of the first version. Obviously later on I'll update and maybe I'll add more resources here, I'll add more links, maybe I'll add other videos to further explain different things as things shift in the market and as more vector databases come into picture. So always look out for these deep dive topics because there's going to be a lot of updates here. All right, well, enjoy, and hopefully this will you'll find this very useful. Let me know if you have any questions, put them in the Ask and Assist channel, and I'll see you on the next deep dive series.